Teens make fun of the youngster. Watch as the man rises. As everyone knows, bullying is a global disease, and we have to acknowledge that it was common even before the term was coined. We frequently witness people picking on others without cause and venting all of their personal annoyances on them. Thankfully, bullying is now a topic that many of us are aware of, and confronting bullies and getting support from others has become more popular. Welcome to USA Stories channel. Do not forget to subscribe and activate the bell button to receive all new updates. Now let's go to the story. Consider the terrible day this child had after school. Joey Mason is the boy's name, and one day he was playing with his ball and having a good time in the park. He was among the many children who experience bullying at school, yet here he was, content and alone, until some teens arrived. Sadly, there are a lot of bullies in schools, and not many people are aware of how to deal with this problem effectively. This urgent issue must be resolved, and we must take the first step in that direction. A group of teens approached the fourth grader, who lives in Toronto, Canada, while he was at a nearby park. Fortunately, the entire incident was captured on camera as evidence, allowing us to see that these older males were up to no good. "I'm 10 years old, and my name is Joey. I have been the target of bullying. It really pains me." "Stop bullying, please," Joey said on social media. Although many people had read the post, it didn't do him any good that day. We all know that Canadians are generally kind, yet regardless of where they reside, most children like making fun of other people. One of the kind guys was the fourth grader, but he was going to meet some bullies he had observed at school. They came up to him while he was occupied with his ball. When these lads spotted Joey at the park, they went to make fun of him. Joey had a nightmare of a day. For the last 2 days, these individuals had been making fun of him, and this time, it went beyond simple pointing and name-calling. Anyone seeing the situation may assume that the little child is being greeted by a group of pals, but this is not the case. Joey was in danger, and things were going to become ugly. However, several onlookers saw the noise the teenagers were making. Joey was unable to defend himself in school because most children were scared to speak up, and occasionally, teachers were unaware of this issue because they believed everyone was joking. Will the individuals in this video assist Joey, though, given what they witness? We all know that if no one steps in, things may get out of hand quickly, even if the adolescent lads were having a good time taking Joey's ball and refusing to return it. It didn't seem strange from a distance to watch the bigger guys sharing Joey's ball and not leaving him alone. Although it all appeared harmless, you could tell that Joey didn't know these lads if you were close enough to hear them, and things were about to go ugly. "Hey kid, nice ball you got there," the lads said. "Is it visible to me?" The lads had already taken his ball before he could retrieve it, and one of them said, "Come on, just give it to me, man." "It's only a ball." These young guys had no idea that their talk was being overheard. This man heard everything since he was sitting on a nearby bench. He chose to intervene after initially becoming engrossed in reading something on his iPad. "Gentlemen, what are you doing?" the guy questioned in a firm voice that sounded like a father's reprimand. When Joey was attempting to retrieve his ball, the adolescents were momentarily stunned and unable to respond. "Just playing ball, sir," the teenager responded, trying to trick the man and get away with it. However, this man didn't believe it. If we were Joey in this scenario, we would never want to hear what the man has to say next. It was the man who said, "Why are you picking on a little kid?" The lads remained silent. "Don't you think this would be a hit with your parents? Are you guys getting arrested for making fun of a young child?" he continued. "No," answered one of the teenagers. The man continued to interview the other teens after that. "What prevented you guys from stopping him?" The man, who was upset to have witnessed this, but was happy to be there and support Joey, remarked, "You guys want to be part of this?" He handed back his ball and turned to face the young child, asking whether he was all right. He then turned to the teens and instructed them to go somewhere else and not bother the child. You'll discover why this narrative is far from done, though. This individual was unaware that the entire incident was captured on camera. In actuality, it was a sociological experiment to determine how people would respond to this kind of circumstance and how they would resolve this issue. This video was posted by well-known YouTuber Matthew Bandera on his channel, Matt TV, where you can view more of his interesting sociological experiments. Here are the responses of 2 additional ladies to Joey's bullying. You'll be shocked at how these strangers responded to this child being bullied. The title of this video is "This Boy Was Getting Bullied. How These Strangers Reacted Will Shock You." This woman intervened when she witnessed the older lads making fun of Joey, and after learning that it was an experiment, she contributed a few additional sentences expressing her thoughts on bullying. 3 adolescents approached Joey while she was watching her children play. They grabbed his rucksack and threw it away after getting too near. The mother then approached them and confronted the kids after one of them stole his soccer ball. She questioned them about their behavior and what was wrong with them. She instructed the adolescents to leave Joey alone and leave after being disappointed by what she observed. Upon learning of the arrangement, she stated, "Well, I wouldn't want my son to be getting bullied, so if I knew somebody would be around my son, I would want them to do something as well." Like the guy from the previous trial, this woman was occupied with her phone. When she heard the ruckus, she hurried to Joey and asked him if he knew the boys or if he was linked to them. After her reaction, she was also informed that it was an experiment, and her remarks just brightened her day. "He was just messing with this poor kid and there was nobody else taking care of him," stated the lady. These pictures show how horrified she was by what the youngsters did. Numerous celebrities have shown their support for individuals like Joey. Since bullying is never something we want to witness, a lot of individuals have begun to voice their opinions against it. What our tale has in common with anti-bullying campaigns is that this little child begged the world, while crying into the camera, to put an end to bullying for all others who suffer like him. Meanwhile, Joey was rescued by these heroes that didn't waste a second to stand up against bullying. Yes, Captain America himself, Chris Evans, was drawn to Jones's video. Numerous celebrities came to support and counsel Keaton after his video ignited a national conversation about the issues of bullying. This film showed the same compassion for victims of bullying. If you saw someone being bullied, would you defend them? Would you have followed suit or let the child to deal with things on his own? We believe that bullying, regardless of age, motivation, or media, is unacceptable and should never occur. It has a detrimental impact on people's life and makes others feel horrible about themselves. We have all learned from this film that bullying is unacceptable, and that the proper response is to apply reason and force the bullies to consider what they would do if they were the targets of bullying. Recognizing this brings us one step closer to eradicating bullying from our society's tragic past. Online bullying has skyrocketed since social media's inception, and many kids who have experienced abuse both in person and online have even thought about taking their own lives. Being courteous to others, intervening when we witness harassment, and never forgetting the adage, "Don't do to others what you wouldn't want done to yourself," which also applies to bullying, can all help save a life. Please remember to subscribe to our channel, give us a thumbs up, and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss any of our videos. If you enjoyed the tale, the next video that plays on your screen will probably move you too.